everybody, so the first big surprise of the World Cup just happened. In Group D we had Uruguay against Costa Rica, and Costa Rica won 3-1, and they didn't just won. They also played really well, and Uruguay played really bad. But let's talk about the game. Uruguay in the beginning dominated the game, passing the ball around but without being able to create any danger because Costa Rica's defense was very well organized, very capable of stopping the offensive input of Uruguay. Uruguay definitely needed a player in the midfield that would be able to create by through passes and switches of position with other players, but it seems that Uruguay doesn't have that kind of player. Even though in the first half Uruguay had most of the possession, Uruguay wasn't able to create that many chances. The very few chances that they created was on the beginning of the game. Uruguay had a free kick, the defender of Costa Rica makes a mistake, the ball ends up with Cavani and Cavani shoots over the crossbar. The other opportunity was just in the end of the first half when Cristiano Rodriguez has the ball, he passes the ball to Forlan, he shoots, the ball is deflected and the Costa Rica goalkeeper makes an amazing save, saving Costa Rica from conceding. Of course, the other opportunity was on minute 22 when the referee calls a penalty committed over Lugano and Cavani very easily converts the penalty. On the other hand, Costa Rica, that when they had the ball and tried to pass it around, most of the times they would lose the ball, but when they did reach the opponent's box, they created a lot of danger. One of those opportunities was when Campbell has the ball in the midfield, runs a little bit with it and has an amazing shot that goes really close to the post. In the second half, Costa Rica step up their game. Very early they have a free kick, the ball is crossed into the box and Oscar Duarte makes a really good attempt that Muslera responds with an amazing save. At minute 53 there's a very nice team play from the Costa Rica players that included a really nice finesse touch by Tejeda. The ball ends up with Bolaños. On the right he makes an amazing cross into the box and Joel Campbell receives the ball, has a really strong shot into the net and the game is tied 1-1. At this point Costa Rica is controlling the operations and just a few minutes later once again a free kick by Bolaños. The free kick is very similar to the previous one. The ball is crossed from the right to the left into the box. Oscar Duarte heads it into the net really close to the post. Muslera couldn't do anything about it and it's 2-1 for Costa Rica. They are winning the game. Probably the weakest team of the group is in the front of the scoreboard. Once again with a very nice team play with a few one-touch passes, really good. The ball ends up with Joel Campbell that shoots the ball, goes just a little bit wide, but Costa Rica is playing amazingly. At minute 69 Uruguay has two great opportunities to tie the game by Cavani, but once by a defender and once by the goalkeeper of Costa Rica they were unable to, and Costa Rica is still in the lead and rightfully so. Uruguay couldn't take charge of the game and at minute 84 once again the ball is in Costa Rica players. This time is Joel Campbell in the back, makes an amazing through pass to Urinha that only has to shoot the ball outside of the reach of Muslera and it's 3-1 for Costa Rica. They win the game, they played spectacularly. At the end of the game Costa Rica completely deserved this win. They played really well against an uninspired Uruguay and they conquered their first 3 points of this World Cup. There were a few players in the game that played really well. For Uruguay, none of them really had a great game, but in the first half, Cristiano Rodriguez played a somewhat good game. Also Cavani tried to do something but was unable to do anything by himself. But the best players in the game were Tejeda, Bolaños, but the best player of the game, in my opinion, the man of the match, was Joel Campbell. Either in the first half coming back to the midfield to receive the ball and create plays, going up the field in a nice few runs, shooting the ball, trying to score goals, but in the second half he scored one goal, he assists for another, he had very great plays, he created a lot of problems for Uruguay, either in the offensive middle or on the right. He just had the game of his career so far, so for me, man of the match, Joel Campbell. So everybody, I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, share the video with all your friends. And I think that's about it. Subscribe to my channel. My name is Bruno Ferreira and I'll see you next time.